I used to think that to make good money as a coach, I had to work with as many clients as possible and work more hours. But after helping over 100 online coaches go full time, I discovered one simple approach that almost guarantees you'll make more money with less work and less clients. So in this video, I'm going to show you what this approach is and how you can use it to join the top 1% of coaches who actually make real money. But first, I have to show you the number one mistake that's holding 99% of coaches back and how you can fix it to start growing your coaching business today. And it actually has nothing to do with coaching and everything to do with fleas. Yes, fleas. So when scientists put fleas into a jar and screw on the lid, the fleas will jump and hit the lid over and over again. Eventually, they adapt. They stop jumping high enough to hit the lid. Here's the crazy part. When the lid is removed, the fleas still won't jump any higher than that invisible ceiling, even though they're completely free. Maybe you're thinking, why on earth are we talking about fleas, Sean? Well, that's the exact same thing that happens to so many coaches when it comes to money. For example, when I was a kid, I remember asking my parents for a bit of pocket money. My mum would always say, money doesn't grow on trees, Sean. And my stepdad would always add, well, we're not made of money, Sean. And it's always stuck with me. As a kid, every time I thought about asking for money, I always felt a little bit guilty. And fast forward to when I started my coaching business, that same guilt popped up every single time I thought about raising my rates. I was acting just like those fleas stuck under an invisible lid that wasn't even there anymore. Psychologists call this learned helplessness. Once you've been conditioned to believe you can't do something, you stop trying even when nothing is actually stopping you. So if, like me, you can relate to this, here's how you can start to fix it. Think about the last time you hesitated to raise your prices. Was it really because your clients couldn't afford it? Or was it because that old lid was just holding you back? Now, write down one money belief that you picked up as a kid. Next to it, write what you'd tell a friend if they said the same thing. And then ask yourself, is this really true? Or am I just acting like a flea that forgot it can jump? The only thing holding you back is a lid that doesn't even exist anymore. Now, once you've actually lifted that lid and raised your rates, there's still another invisible trap that keeps even great coaches stuck from growing their businesses. It's the kind of trap that feels totally normal because everyone around you is doing it. In fact, when I tell you what it is, you might even think, well, isn't that just how coaching works? So I remember one client, she was a brilliant coach. She was fully booked, her calendar was packed, and she was working nonstop. But there was a problem. No matter how much she worked, her income, it just never seemed to grow. She'd finish a month feeling drained, burnt out, and thinking, surely there's more to this than just this. On our first call, I asked her to walk me through exactly how she was running her coaching business. And as soon as she told me, bingo. I knew instantly why she was stuck. She wasn't lacking skill, she wasn't lacking clients, she wasn't even lacking demand. The problem was the model that she was using. A model that guarantees you'll eventually hit a wall no matter how good you are, no matter how much people want to work with you either. And here's the worst part. The model doesn't just cap your income, it changes the way your clients see you and it makes them focus on the wrong thing. Instead of thinking about the life-changing result that they're getting from you, they start quietly calculating in the back of their mind, am I getting my money's worth right this second? So what was the trap she was in? She was selling her time, charging by the hour. That's where she was going wrong. So how do you get out of this trap? Well, there's two steps and I'll give you them both. One is quick and dirty that you could do today. The other will completely change how you do business forever. So the quick fix, if you're charging hourly right now, increase your rates by at least 50% immediately. Not next month, not when you feel ready, just do it now. And before you think, Sean, I'm going to lose clients, I'm going to explain to you why that's actually a good thing. So yes, you absolutely will lose a handful of clients. But here's the truth. They're probably the ones that you don't mind losing anyway. I have done this so many times before when I was charging hourly. And because of a simple bit of math, you'll see how less is more. So let's say you're charging £100 per hour and you have 10 clients. That's £1,000 in total. If you raise your rate by 50% to £150 an hour, let's say you lose 3 clients, you will still make £1,050 and now you've got 30% more time back. That's why raising your rates isn't just about earning more. It's about creating the space to serve better, market more, or maybe just breathe without your calendar choking you. Now for the bigger fix. Even with higher rates, charging hourly will still cap your earnings. And the reason is simple. It's not just about how much you charge per hour. It's about how your clients see your coaching in the first place. So when your coaching is defined by time, such as you get X amounts of sessions with me or Y amount of hours with me, your clients can't help but see you like a taxi meter. Every minute they're subconsciously asking, am I getting my money's worth right now? And you might even find yourself asking, is this person even going to be with me next week? But just like a taxi ride, they can simply decide to get out at any time. And the moment they do, you've lost them forever. The coaches making the most money, they don't sell hours. They sell something that makes the clock completely irrelevant. Something that makes clients focus on the end result instead of the ticking time. So what is it? Well, they sell a tangible outcome-driven offer with a clear finish line. For example, in my program, I don't say, oh, you get 6 months of calls with me. I say, over the next 6 months, I will help you to create, market, and sell a high-ticket coaching business to 6 figures by removing the self-sabotage that's been holding you back. See the difference? One is selling time, the other is selling a transformation with a clear finish line and a tangible result. And the best part about this is by selling the outcome, this in turn allows you to confidently ask for a 4-figure investment and attract dream clients that are actually committed. So that's how the top 1% do it. And in this next video, I'll show you how to package your offer up so you can join them.